why study inventory management? Now, studying inventory management has to have a purpose. This is extremely important because otherwise simply somebody doesn't go and study, which is something purposeless. Now, the purpose is reduction of cost is the main aspect to be competitive in the market using inventory management. Friends, one has to be very, very clear over here. When you make a finished goods, you print an MRP on it. This MRP cannot change. There is no way that you can go back and tell, I bought expensive raw material, so I need to change the MRP. Nobody is going to agree or listen to it. You can't go and tell a distributor or the wholesaler, no, I'm going to reduce your margins because I bought expensive raw material. No, he's not going to entertain you, and hence your competitiveness to be in the market is diminished or reduced. You could be out of the market. So one has to know the reduction of cost, and this is the most important aspect to be competitive in the market. Now, when you do reduction of cost, obviously you're going to improve on the profits. And when you improve on the profits, you grow muscles, and that muscles help you to improve the efficiency of the firm. You get strength because you got good profits, you got good return of investment, so obviously you are strong now. So your efficiency, you could do better, you could penetrate better, you could spread better, and then when you say you have improved on profits, obviously return of capital investment improves return of investments. Now, I got a small problem or small example that I'm going to show you how this works out with materials management. Reduction of cost and improvement of profitability. Now, let's consider an organization with an annual turnover of 10 million rupees, where the material account for 6 million rupees and the profit is 1 million rupees. Look back again. An organization which has got annual turnover of 10 million, that means it has got sales that they sell worth 10 million, okay, and then they have a material that simply accounts for 60% of their turnover, okay. So they have so obviously material becomes such an important aspect. It's such a cost-eating element of the company, and then you have profit of just 1 million, okay. Now the top management is not happy with this 1 million. They tell you we have to improve this profitability, and we have to improve by 0.3 million or by 3 lakh rupees in the simple terms. Now, how can this be achieved? Now, this is going to be an extremely heavy burden on the sales, because they can do that, but they could do that by increasing their profits, increasing their sales by 30% in a specific time span. Imagine a sales guy has to do 1/3 extra work more than he's already doing, so 30% more. That's extremely difficult for him, and he's going to tire down, okay. But there's another option, which is a very, very simple option, is the materials people who have got 6 million as their material cost, all they have to do is drop their material cost by just 5%. Imagine 30% against 5, which is easy. Of course, the 5% is easy, very obviously. By doing just dropping the prices by 5, you have got 3 lakh rupees gained. So one can understand how important is materials management in reduction of costs and improvement of profits of a company. Then we come back to a next step. What is inventory? I just told you earlier also, inventory is materials that are kept idle for future use. Now, inventory, again, we could do specifically define it or split it by saying inventory is stock of raw materials, components, supplies, semi-finished and finished products held by a business firm. Why are they held? They have a purpose, okay? That's why they're held. They're not held because they need to do it as a fun, but they're held because they have a specific purpose. Hence, inventory is the aggregate quantity of materials, resources and goods that are kept idle at a given point of time. What do you mean by kept idle at a given point of time? They are kept idle because they are going to be used later. There is a purpose, there is a defined time for it. As and when required, they will be used. That's the reason. It's not kept idle forever.